But I said the same thing. Thank you, Sahara. I said the same thing. I think once we got adjusted here, and once I saw this video that talked about glimmers, and glimmers being the opposite of triggers. Triggers. And so I think that we started focusing on the glimmers of life. And, I told baby, we walked to the beach, and I'm like, tell me 10 things that you enjoy right now. And she was able to pay attention to those 10 things. And I think that the glowing is the practice of finding the glimmers that's around us, enjoying life. We don't, of course, the negatives are there, but we try to glow as much as possible. But it's about the mindset.
Thank you so much, Marianne. Yeah, we were talking about how we can be living in paradise, but we could be physically in paradise but living in hell.
That's right? So true.
And I'll speak on my own self, because maybe this will tie into what we're talking about today, why Thailand. But I will have to say that the thing that I struggle, that I'm working towards conquering for myself, is my own negative perceptions of things. And so, especially if I don't start my mornings off positively, it is super easy for my mind to start highlighting the negativity in everything. And even when I'm sitting in paradise, like I am secured in all forms. I have a place over my head. I have delicious food that I'm eating, everything. I'm only sitting and focusing on the things that I don't have, or the things that are not going right. So I'm saying this to also kind of highlight for you, what are you doing in your lives, or how are you living in your own kind of paradise, or in your own paradise, meaning that you have what it is that you need, but you focus on, or you're highlighting and bringing more so to the forefront the negativity. Because I feel like, especially towards the beginning of us coming to Thailand, or being in Thailand, it was definitely
we ran into
more of that.
Yeah, we ran into some unpleasant things. It hasn't always been beautiful. When we first got off the plane, and we rode an hour and a half bus ride to Pattaya, we walked into our Airbnb, and literally as I'm walking in, I'm killing like 3 or 4 roaches. And I'm a little bit on the edge of OCD. So I'm just like, no. Long story short, we were able to get a refund from that Airbnb, and we got into a much better, much cleaner place. But that's just one of the...
Because it wasn't just about the bugs. Like, even before that, there was a lot, it felt negative for me traveling all the way up until I got to Thailand.
Yeah.
So let me tell y'all about what the journey was for me to even get on the flight to Thailand.
Yes, right? Yes.
So I left from Orlando, and my flight was scheduled at 5 p.m. Eastern time. I had arrived at the airport at 1 p.m. thinking that everything was going to be okay. Flight started getting delayed. Got delayed till like 9 o'clock. And I was like, shoot, what the heck am I going to do? Because my flight to Thailand is tomorrow at noon. I need to be in Dallas. By the way, my flight to Thailand did not leave from Orlando. I had to leave from Orlando to Dallas. Then from Dallas, I met her, and we flew out to Thailand. Anyways, my flight kept on getting canceled, all the way to the point where I ended up having to stay overnight at the Orlando airport for 18 hours. I had to sleep on the floor.
You slept on the floor?
I was supposed to sleep on the floor, but I was like...
You were uncomfortable.
I was uncomfortable.
Finding different places to sleep.
Sleep in different places. Like, it was just not, like... Meanwhile, like, even though... But in the midst of all of... If y'all are at the airport for 18 hours because your flight keeps getting canceled,
it's uncomfortable,
and you have anxiety that you're going to miss your major international flight, which is you moving your life to another side of the world, and then on top of that, figuring out where the heck your bags are, because nobody can track your bags down. it was just all negative, 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 negative that I was just engulfed in. But thankfully, I did make it. But in the midst of all that, I realized like I could have been looking at, you know what? At least I could afford a flight to the other side of the world. At least I am going to be with my baby. At least I'm safe. Like,
and in my head, I'm in Dallas already, and I'm getting all these texts, and I know what kind of mind space she's in. I'm like, everything's gonna work out. It just is.
I didn't even want to look at her because I was just like, seeing you in Dallas and like being there just.
And I was having a good old time.
Confirms to me, like it was really annoying for me. I'm just like, oh, I don't want to see that because I'm not there. I'm supposed to be there, and so it was just like me in my own negative bubble, right? So it's like there's so many instances where we keep ourselves in this bubble of negativity because even if it doesn't feel good, sometimes it feels better than being okay with what's going on. I don't know if that makes sense.
I mean, it could have. Yeah, it ain't gotta make sense to me. But yeah, that was your experience. And what my self-appointed job has been is to make sure that we are looking at the bright side. And that can be so annoying. But if you don't train your brain, if you don't train your mind to highlight, wow, it's a beautiful day right now. Wow, like I got to eat a good meal. If you don't highlight all the things that bring you joy, then you will be left with all the negatives. Like this world comes with duality. This world comes with balance. There's always going to be a negative and a positive. You know, some people don't even see it as negative and positive, but there's always going to be a balance. And if you don't constantly look, I put it on my
I know, but it's facing the opposite way.
If you don't constantly search out for those positive things, then guess what? You're gonna be in a pool full of negativity. When you interact with other people, they're gonna feel that negativity on you. When you just, you don't want to be that.
And many of you guys may understand this because you probably have people in your lives that
complain about everything. It can be beautiful all around them, and you looking at them like, bro, can you give me one positive thing, just one?
Yeah. I think our culture really, I would speak on American culture, is addicted to fear-based ideologies. We're addicted to negativity. We're addicted to comparing and criticizing and condemning others.
Oh, yes.
And
it's taught to us from very, very young.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, and imagine the freedom of life when you no longer have the need to feel like you need to tell somebody that they're doing something wrong or complaining about what is not right in your current present life, or imagine the freedom, the paradise that you can build for yourself just by eliminating those things from your mindset.
And then not even completely eliminating, because that's the goal, to eliminate, and it's going to be very hard to get to that goal, but just start little by little highlighting the glimmers around you. Yeah. Just start today, start tomorrow. Highlight 5 things on your ride, on your drives, anywhere you're going. And just highlight those 5 things and see how it makes you feel.
Right.
And then once you feel how that makes you feel, you're going to start to prefer to feel that way. Who wants to prefer? Some people do out there. They prefer to feel negative and they want to have a frown on their faces. But yeah, we can go on, and we're hitting this because we're in paradise right now. I would consider this to be paradise for me. We're in paradise right now, and it's been some times where I am trying to pull negative net out of that space. I'm trying to pull her back to reality. I'm like, the present is your gift. Everything you need right now is in the now. You don't need to look at what's been happening. You don't need to look about what's about to happen.
Yeah.
Because your present is what's going to build your future. So Okay, I'm going really, really there, but I'm a chill on that. But
I think that I'm going to tie this into like our topic, which is this is one of the main reasons why we knew we had to leave our environments that we were in the United States. We knew that what we sought for ourselves was to be in a mentally positive environment, something that would allow us to thrive, allow us to be.
That's it, just to be.
Just to be, yeah, without having fear, not even fear, but just like, what was Tati saying the other day? How leaving, there's a severance.
Okay, so she said leaving America, and for her, America had her family, it had people that she knew. Leaving meant for her that those people no longer had access to her. And it hit me so so deeply because she realized, this is my sister-in-law that we're talking about,
who's been living in Thailand for a year now.
Yeah. So she realized that if I leave my loved ones, then maybe I will bet fully on myself. I will stop running to save the next person. I will stop running if my mom called me and she needed something. I will stop putting down what I'm currently doing to go and, help mom. I will stop running to go and help siblings or cousins or whoever, because you start to realize that people, you are the creator of your universe. I don't need to go and save not one person. I only need to save myself. And so what she was saying was she realized by removing herself physically from that environment, she was able to only rely on herself, and she was able to pour into herself and complete any creative ideas, anything that she wanted to do for herself, because her family can call her, but guess what? She's I don't know how many miles we are away, but they're on the other side of the world. She can't just drop everything and go and join them or go and help them or save them. And I was like, wow, that hit so deeply, because you don't realize that she realized for herself the type of person she is a saver. Her and my brother both. The type of people that they are very much genuine hearted, want to help people. And if you let them, they will help you more than they help themselves. Yeah. And so they had to get to a point, they had to get tired of being sick and tired and realize, I need to remove myself completely. Imagine how tired you are to where you say, I need to move over 7,000 miles away to go and live in a place that I don't know nothing about so that I can be free.
I want to piggyback off of that, because for me, that it felt the same energy. You don't realize, I don't want to say you don't realize, you probably do understand it and recognize that there are expectations that are placed on you from whether it's your family environment or even society. The pressure that society puts on you,
even internal pressure,
that you're not doing something in time, or you don't have the right job, or you're not successful enough, or you don't have the family and the kids that you're supposed to get. All of these things are expectations that either externally or internally you're putting on yourself, and none of it's necessary. Like, you don't need that to enjoy life. But oh my gosh, I hope that, I don't know if y'all can see it.
There is a advertisement bus that is passing right now that is really loud. But these mics are really good. Oh, okay. When you were on live the other day, I couldn't hear. So all of this is hopefully is resonating. Yeah. But we see that you guys have a few questions in the chat, and we wanna get to them, and we're gonna go ahead and answer the first question, which was, what was the process like preparing to move here to Thailand? And I'll start. Mm-hmm. So about a year ago, my brother and sister-in-love, decided to move to Thailand. And so they've been here since October of last year. And since then, I was like, oh, I'm about to go visit, this would be a place that I would like to come. And when I think about after 6 months of them living here, I'm over here putting the idea in baby head, like, oh, baby, I really want to go. Like, it's my desire to go was stronger and stronger. And ultimately we came here. But the process was like just viewing their stories, viewing what the culture was like in Thailand, asking them a lot of questions, and then doing research on our own. You know, I was searching up TikTok videos of what Thailand was like, and what it looked like to me was a calmer way of living. It looked like to me possibly like any tropical slow living community. That's what it was for me. And the process of preparing to come here was
Would I be able to just jump in with?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I'll be honest in saying that I didn't want to come to Thailand at first. Like, moving to the other side of the world, I had already done Asia. And I was like, I was not planning on moving back to Asia. Like, that was not that was not in my. Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm good.
Good.
She's one of the workers that always says.
I actually haven't seen her in a couple of days.
Yeah. But yeah, I honestly didn't want to come to Thailand at first. Not because of the possibility, but just because I did not see myself in Asia. I know that one of the things that I had always said was like, if I'm going to live in another country, it's going to be a Spanish-speaking country. Because for me, one of my goals, period, was to to learn how to speak Spanish through acquisition and just embrace a part of myself that I feel like I don't want to lose. I'm half Puerto Rican, and so I'm like clinging on to that because, anyways, we can get into that a little bit later. But yeah, but the process for me was not necessarily about. Thailand became an option because it was an option for you.
Right.
And
my brother and sister-in-law were preparing to start a business here in Thailand, and I wanted to be close to help them out. I wanted to be a part of it. I was heavily invested in the business, and I just wanted to see it, be successful. And so coming here, along with being interested in the culture, was the reason why we ultimately landed here.
Yeah, I think what ultimately pushed me to come here was that it was the cost of living, first of all, and that the easeability of it was a cost of living, knowing that we had somebody there. So if anything, like we're good. But then also on my own end, it was like I had the final push out of my environment. Like there was something that happened, and something happened to me, and it was just like it was confirmation. Like, you can no longer be here. You need to take the first option, like the first opportunity to leave. And this was the opportunity that was there. And so that's why I was like, you know what, let's do it. I've done it already. Let's go. And so I think I began romanticizing the idea of Thailand because I enjoyed the environment. I enjoyed being in Florida and what came with it, the tropical weather, the pool climate. Like, I love being in the pool, the water, all that stuff. And I saw Thailand as almost a comparable to Florida, the temperature, the climate, the water, but just cheaper. And I can live in a really nice place for a lot less, and I could be with my baby. Like, that was key. Like, that's what I wanted at the end of the day. I just wanted to be with her. And in America, it was just like, it was crazy expensive. There was no place where we really felt like home, that we really wanted to settle down at, other than maybe New York. But again,
expensive living.
So we just were like, we knew we wanted to live abroad. We knew from the beginning of our relationship, we knew we wanted all this.
It was ideal also to live here because we've been entrepreneurs for about 3 years now. And if you know anything about that entrepreneur life, it is a slow start, especially in the beginning. So we wanted to live in a place where we can stretch our money and also grow and be in a creatively freer place, so that we can create, so that we can slow down, so that we can just focus on us and focus on what we're trying to do without distractions. And while we learn that we work better together. The way we feed off each other, it works well when we are in each other's presence. So living in Thailand, that was the move. So we've been here for 2 weeks.
Hi, B. Hi, Kavisha. I saw her just join.
I saw a person ask us about, do we have an apartment? Yes, we have an apartment. We're not there yet, but we just put down our deposit 2 days ago, and it was our top place that we wanted to live.
Yeah.
I kind of just put it out in the universe. I said, universe, I want to live here. And then the realtor hit me up and we went to go see it, and it was beautiful. We're going to post a video next week.
I don't know. Sometime.
On YouTube. It's already edited and done. So
if you're part of our subscribers, we're going to post a short video of what our place is going to look like there first before it goes anywhere else. So y'all will get first dibs if you join our subscribers, whatever.
On YouTube.
But our place, this is what's the craziest thing. Our place is 10,000 baht a month. 10,000 baht is equivalent to approximately, it keeps on changing depending on the power of the dollar. But at the time we got it, it was 258 a month. 258 USD per month.
King size bed.
Full amenities.
Kitchen.
Modern.
Washing machine on site. Pool. Beautiful balcony. Pool. Proximity to the business that we have here in Thailand. That my brother.
To the beach.
Yep, proximity to the beach.
Like, it's ideal. Like, seriously, it's $250 a month. Like,
you can't beat it.
You cannot. Like, it's crazy.
And roughly what she said, roughly 100 baht for electricity and water.
Just to put it in your mind, about 35 baht is $1 US. Okay, so 100 baht
is
like $3.
$3 and some change
for you. That's what she said, for real.
Yeah, she said about 100 baht
for utilities.
Yeah, for utilities.
Change for utilities out here.
I got to keep looking at my currency calculator, but yeah. And hey, everybody. So yeah, like we to me, you couldn't go wrong with the apartment. We knew that we wanted to pay 10,000 a baht. Now, if you have consistent income and if you have a job that is remote, you can get a visa that allows you to live here and work in the United States. And all you need, let me tell you this, all we needed to get this apartment was your passport. So she got both of our passports so that she can give to the immigration. And it gives you a letter and say, yes, you live here. And the next thing you need is a deposit. First month's rent, and then a rent, last month's rent, I believe. And the promise to stay here for a full year.
That's it.
If you decide not to stay here for a full year, they will keep your deposit and you're free to go.
But anyways, like
it comes furnished
too.
King size bed, couch, dining room table,
pots and pans.
You can ask for brand new sheets.
TV.
You can haggle anything you want in that apartment. If you say you want a washing machine inside, you can ask them. You said I want wallpaper up on this side.
I asked them for wallpaper because they said the unit that we had wasn't going to have the wallpaper that the unit.
The showroom, yeah.
We're like, nah, man. We want it to look like this.
Mm-hmm. And that's all you need. That's all you need.
So I was going to say, if you, I don't know what y'all are paying for rent, but let's say you have $1,000 to splurge a month, you can literally live in like a freaking mansion, in like the penthouse suite of the tallest building out here, and have like a private access to a pool. It's crazy.
A lot of places here in Pattaya. So Pattaya is surrounded, like there's water pretty much on most. You see the coast pretty much from everywhere you are. If you have a high rise, you're gonna see the beach, so you will have a view where you're living. Now, let's see. I was about to talk about something else. Oh, we talked about since we're on the topic of money and what life could be out here. Our first meal, Our first meal out, I believe we paid $11. I forgot what it was in baht.
Was that not the fish? Was that
Wait, that wasn't our first meal.
green curry?
Yeah, green curry. It was green curry. We went to the place Lawrence told us about.
Oh.
Yeah. We're constantly like looking up the currency, but we're like, oh my gosh, we both just had drinks and everything for 11 bucks. Mm-hmm. We go to the store. We bought fruit the other day. A little over 2 pounds of dragon fruit costed us 89 baht, which is about roughly $2 and some change. So again, this was a win-win for us.
Yeah,
financially.
I know we're talking a lot about like the breakdown of the prices, but affordability was definitely one of the reasons why we came out here, because it could help us stretch our dollar, and for the money that we are making, we can live very, very comfortably here.
Yes.
And so, yeah, what other questions do you guys have?
So someone asked about our apartment. Yes, we have an apartment. We move in.
Do they give you new mattresses?
The mattress is covered. Like, it's completely like it has a plastic. It looks like a saran wrap plastic. It's a protective cover over the mattress. I don't think that they give you a brand new mattress, but that mattress can be covered. You know, you got brand new bedding. You can also buy a mattress topper if you like. So if you're just joining us.
Hey, Miss Sheiks.
Hey.
We're in Thailand.
We're living in Thailand. We've been living here for 2 weeks, and we're just going over what we love about Thailand, what our life is like, how affordable it is here.
Why we came here.
Yeah, why we came here.
Yeah.
So what type of life were you seeking when you decided to come here?
To be with you.
Okay.
My honestly, it wasn't really like what I was seeking in Thailand. This is the life that I'm trying to seek, period, for my life. Mm-hmm. Like I want to be comfortable. Everything that I want to be able to afford. I don't want to have to think about money, finances. I think that's really key for me. I don't want to stress about money. That is what I'm seeking, period, in my life, whether it's in another country or in the United States. Like, that's it. I want to be with the love of my life. I want to have wonderful experiences. I want to feel comfortable in where I'm at. I want to feel like I could be who I am, like dress how I want to dress and not be looked at sideways, or like that is my goal, period. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, so far that's how I felt here. I've really honestly felt free. And I don't know where we were talking, but, it was our YouTube video, but I was saying, like, I don't feel like people are scared of me here. Mm-mm. You know, I think that's one thing that people are concerned about, especially being Black and abroad, is that the stares and stuff like that. Like, that is non-existent here. If you're getting stares, it's probably a Chinese tourist group that is staring at you because they don't know their right from their. Let me not say this. No, because they don't really get experience with people outside of China, because China's so big. So, but here I can be exactly this. I walk out in the street.
If you want to be half naked, you could be half naked. If you're a queer couple and you want to just be like making out in the street, you can make out in the street. If you if you want to walk somewhere late at night, you definitely feel safe.
Like, I don't have to turn around, wash my back or nothing. Like, this is another thing that I was saying. Safety. Like, in America, you don't realize how desensitized you are from just violence, period. You don't realize how desensitized. I got to a point where I had a specific, like, when I went to the grocery store, I had a specific way I would go in get myself and get out. Why? Because people will come up into the grocery store to shoot you for no reason.
Yeah, you would park your car near the auto and garden center,
Yeah.
walk in through the auto or
Through the
garden
side.
center, and then that's the way you would exit as well. You wouldn't go through the front.
And that's just, and sorry, I was going to say that's just it. Like you're always looking at your surroundings, like making sure nobody's acting kind of sideways, nobody's holding a gun or what. Like
I get it. When you are in America, people don't think about this, but it becomes second nature to watch your surroundings. My mom, every time I go somewhere, it's make sure you watch your surroundings. Make sure you're not on your phone when you're walking from the grocery store or in the gas station.
Especially for a woman.
Make sure you don't stop for gas at night. That will be a big one. And also, when I was thinking about before we moved to DC, I carry everywhere I.
Can you hear us now?
Uh-oh.
I think
Thank you, Miss Cheeks, for saying
I think our sound just died. Oh no.
So it needs to be charged?
Yeah, it probably needs to be charged. Our mics died. Hi, Hannah.
All right, let us know if you can hear us now.
She came to Korea with my mom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that.
You don't remember that. You weren't.
No, you told me about a Hannah coming to.
Okay, I was like, we weren't together then.
She told me about you, Hannah. How you doing? But hopefully you heard this part, but we were just talking about what our lifestyle was living in America. She altered her route to go inside of, yes, we'll repeat. She altered her route to go inside of Walmart.
Just for safety. Right.
I was told not to be on my phone, not to, be on my phone, walk into my car to go anywhere. Don't stop for gas at nighttime because you make yourself an easy target. Yeah. So a few years back, I just went ahead and started carrying protection everywhere I went. On my walks, if I went anywhere by myself, I made sure it was in the car. So that was the lifestyle, living where we were living, and now we relieved ourselves from that issue.
Yeah. One of the things that I don't think many people, I feel like in America, especially when you get to the subsections of intersectionality, like the black community, black women, black men, there is a different level of fear that you have walking out into your day-to-day. And most of the community does not experience relief or understand or even know what complete safety is. We live in fight or flight mode. We live in chaos. We live in just always just ready to fight or to protect or to defend.
And sometimes we wear it as a badge of honor too. It's men make sure that, you looking at me funny, I don't want to look too weak or look like a punk or blah blah blah. Like, that is now in our community, we make sure we look hard. We make sure you can't test us. We make sure, and that's just a response to being in this fight or flight mode. We can't relax. And we should be able to be as free and relaxed and feel safe anywhere we go.
You deserve rest.
Yeah.
You deserve peace.
Yeah.
You deserve to feel free. You deserve that. And that is really what the main reason why we left America, is because we knew that we deserved more than what this country was providing or could even try to provide us. So, yeah.
If we go into internal factors of why I decided to move, I said it earlier this morning, I am addicted to always bettering myself, and I always want to expand. and I felt like I outgrew Texas. I outgrew Houston, and I wanted to see myself how, like, the universe, show me how good it can get. Show me the best version of Lauren that I could be. And I wanted to show me everything about myself that I wouldn't have known about myself if I was in Houston, you know? So when I go to these different countries, I find pieces of myself that I didn't even know was there. And all the decisions I made to leave America and go and live abroad has been the best decision of my entire life. You know, one of them meeting Natalie. Like, we tell each other all the time, our lives have changed now that we are in each other's lives. You know, I never knew happiness like this. I never knew safety like this. I never knew this version of myself, the soft version of myself. I didn't have to be hard. I didn't have to be anything other than myself. So now I'm embracing that. I want to expand. Universe, show me how good. That's what I keep saying. Show me how good it can get. You know, surprise me. I want to expand.
Yeah.
I know something here is something here for us, and I'm glad to bring you guys on this journey to seeing how good it can actually get. We want to show other Black and brown people that you have an option. This may not be your option. You know, what you're doing right now may not be your option.
But it may plant an idea for an option that will get you out of your environment.
And your comfort zone.
Yeah. Because that's where expansion happens. If you're trying to become a better self, expansion happens on the other side of comfort. So once you're able to step outside of the bounds of what you think that you can or can't do, that is when you start learning who you really are, who you truly can be, and what life truly, potentially can be. Like, it's life is not stagnant. You can live multiple chapters in the one lifespan that you have.
Yeah, stop clinging on to whatever identity you have right now or whatever lifestyle you have right now. If it's comfortable for you and you are okay with it, then cool, ride that thing out. But if you are looking for something more and you know that something in you is searching and you're like, what else is out there? That was me. What else is out there? What else can I transform into, or who else can I transform into? Who else can I be? I'm looking for something. I'm not satisfied. It's okay not to be satisfied, because that's how you fall into newer opportunities. You know, surprise yourself. You never know. I saw somebody out there that said, I want to visit Thailand. Come and visit. We're not trying to tell nobody to go and live in a different country. You know, you'll do it when you're ready. You'll do it when whatever environment you're in right now, you just can't take it no more. You tired of being, that's when you make the decisions in your life anyway, when you're tired of being sick and tired. Well, this question popped in my head. How did your family respond to you leaving and moving?
That was probably the hardest thing to leave behind, because I was living with my mom, and she has cancer, and when I found out her diagnosis, we moved in with her like in 2 weeks, like not even, and so we were on that journey with my mom for a year and a half. And it was that year and a half was me pouring into everything else around me, but that was when I had to learn about what did I need. What was your question? Oh yeah, family.
How did your family respond to you?
And so I became really, coming back into that family environment, really reactivated those expectations that I didn't realize family had for me. That's the thing. So I think that my family reacted based off of the expectations that they had for me and for my life, which honestly was the hardest thing to overcome, because I do care in about my family. I just want my family to be happy that I'm happy. Like, that's it. And sometimes it's the hardest thing for people to do is to be happy for you when you're not doing what it is that they want you to do. And it doesn't even necessarily have to be said. It could be felt. It's all energetic. So I would say energy wise, my family probably was, not all of my family, but the people that were closest to me were most likely like, that's not really what I want you to do, but do what you need to do. And I had to make that decision for myself, and I chose to do something for me. That whole year and a half of me pouring into my mom, pouring into just this disease took so much from me, but also awakened within me that I needed to not allow others' expectations to weigh more than what I wanted for myself. Mm-hmm. My mom is doing good. She is stable. She's stable. Like
when we talk with her condition, her numbers, she goes and checks her numbers, her white blood cells, you know, things like that with her bone marrow. And ideally we want numbers to go in the positive direction, and they've been pretty stagnant.
Yeah, they haven't really gone up or down. They've just been stagnant. So
they may dip a little bit when she's feeling a little under the weather, but they've been stagnant. She has not had to go back to the hospital. She's working.
Yeah.
She's in her regular routine. It's just that, you know, just she's good. Like, you know, as good as it gets.
Yeah. All I want, and my mom is a traveler. That, like, she's the one that instilled traveling within my brother and I, and we've been traveling since, I don't even know, like, young. We've been all over the world, and so she made me the person who I am. Like, it would be against who I am to not go and go towards the first opportunity that allowed me to live this travel life with the person that I love, that truly knows me inside and out. Like, that is, you know, that is it.
Yeah.
That is.
What was I about to say? And you had other family. You had other family that supported you.
Mm-hmm.
You had your Auntie Shirley. Auntie Shirley was all for it. She was like, girl, go.
Mm-hmm.
Go and live the life you want to live.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you had a lot of like, you had your dad.
Yeah,
was
I have
pretty,
family that was very supportive. You know? Yeah. What about your family?
My family is very, they're very supportive in whatever I want to do. My family has gotten to the point where they just know that Lauren is not going to sit still. Lauren is going to do what Lauren wants to do. When I moved to Costa Rica, that was when my dad was like, that's not a good idea. But then I knew that was his fear speaking. I was doing something that he is fearful of doing. And when I went and everything went well, then he's like, oh, okay. I went to South Korea. Everything went well. And so now it's just like, oh, she going? My whole family is now like, Lauren in Thailand? I'm not surprised. You know, she just living her best life, which you should be. You should be living your best life. I'm not trapped anywhere. And so my family has been supportive. My brother is here. My middle brother is here. He's been living here for a year. I really think that